Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Dalton, Adultinian95, coming with another Transformers video, of course. And it's going to be the Takara Tomy Generations Selects, they put plurals on both of them, 09. Of course, this is going to be Super Megatron. And once again, we're treated with this nice kind of wireframe design, just kind of like a blueprint. So you got that, Decepticon symbol on the back, logo there on the bottom, and of course your legal information on the bottom and the back. On the side here, of course, got our standard Takara Tomy Generations Selects box, and there is Super Megatron. Let's get him out of here. And there he is. And he looks pretty good. Like, this is a combination of the two modes that he is supposed to have in the original artwork design. I think the regular mode had like a handle coming off here that could use as like a blaster. But overall, it looks pretty good. I do love everything that they've thrown into this. I mean, just to use out of the Galvatron mold is amazing enough. Got a lot of nice red paint all throughout, some gunmetal gray all throughout as well. Even here on the legs, it's not in black, it's more of this kind of gunmetal gray kind of look. Got the yellow here up at the cockpit. And then, of course, the red accenting the tips of the wings here. It's overall not a lot of nice detail, at least on this upper half. The only thing new mold-wise back here are the new treads. And just to bring in a comparison, here is the Titans Return Galvatron, albeit with a few modifications. I have added a new shoulder piece. Yes, I know the paint doesn't match. I did the best I could at the time. This was like 3 years ago. Well, I guess 2 years now. And if you hear that rattling around, that is the head. We'll show that off when we do the comparison. But as you can see, the rear of the jet is identical to the rear of the cannon. So, and of course, we'll see more of that later. So get this out of the way. I do kind of want to show my kind of interpretation of the Ultra Megatron jet form. Actually, yeah, let's go and do that real fast. You guys have probably already seen other reviews of this. Not sure if any of them have pointed this out, but I kind of discovered this by looking at the picture and just kind of fiddling around with it myself just to see if I could do it. So bring everything out like this. We've got this section folded up here. Of course, you'll bring out, of course, what will be the head. Keep it like this. Now this is going to hook around the bottom of the helmet, just like that. And then clamp this down. Alright, so there we go. Clamp that down. Of course, from here you want to bring the wings up at an angle like this. And split the legs from the back of the jet. Tabbing in onto here, this will play into the tank mode. So just tap that in like... Oh, come on. Like that. Same thing over here. Just like that. And so there we have the true, at least according to some of the pictures. Now if you want, you can look this up too and see for yourself how you think. But that's kind of what I see when I look at the Ultra Megatron jet form. So I guess from here, we'll go ahead and close this all back up. Actually, you know what, we'll keep this out like this because we're going to go into tank mode now. Open this up, close that back up. I want to rotate this section up and around. Go ahead and collapse this up. Rotate what will be the waist in robot mode. And then retab the knees onto these sections on what will be the biceps. Okay, then from here, rotate this section around, rotating this down, hold it up, so up, down, around, up, and I believe with these you just kind of rotate them back, and you just plug this in up there, and there you go, the tank mode, which is entirely invented just for this figure, and I guess for the comic that they put out as well. It's a thing. It's just one of those, let's turn it into something, put a gun on it, and call it a tank mode. That's exactly what this is. Like, I don't mind it, it's just a little weird. You get the turret that can rotate at 2 different points. If you want, you can actually collapse this back up, put it on here like that, kind of give that IDW kind of tank look that we saw on the one cover of at least Lost Light. And then the ship mode actually kind of reminds me of Mastermind Creations. Oh, what was his name? Tyrantron. Sorry. All over the place right now. I'm going to collapse this all back up. Now to get into transformation to robot mode, let's go ahead and bring these down, collapse them into place, pull out the feet, collapse or rotate the treads into place, very flush. Same thing over here. So there you've got the lower torso done. Pull this section down. Bring up the arms. And then rotate these little winglets down. Open the chest, rotate it, fold up the head, close that up, and then take his big fusion cannon and just plug it in right here on the shoulder. And there we've got Super Megatron in robot mode. So yeah, he is sharing a lot of parts with Galvatron, which, if give me just a moment here, we'll actually get him into robot mode, and thanks to this modification, it's a lot more simple since there's less parts involved now. You don't have that jet canopy anymore. And just give me a moment. Usually I cut this out, but I don't feel like editing because this video is supposed to go out here in a few minutes, and as per usual, I procrastinated to the last minute to record it. So, shout out to priorities. I'm sticking to them at least. Oh. Okay, we'll fold that section up. Up. So here we have him before he was frozen in ice, and after he was resurrected by... I forget the name. Whatever, he was resurrected by some evil force into Super Megatron from Galvatron after the end of Headmasters. So, As you can see, everything from the waist down, except for the back panels of the legs, are directly used from Galvatron. Even the forearms and the shoulders, whereas the biceps are new, adding a point here on the side instead of the front. This is just an adapter over here. You can see over here, the point is on the front, which looked really dumb with the cannon on it. So, it's amazing what a bunch of retooling can do for this figure. So, get him out of the way. Now, I don't have Star Convoy to compare him to, so unfortunately that's not going to be a part of this. As far as articulation goes, head is on a ball joint, gets a nice range of motion, and he looks very, very good. You know, I believe in animated, he was designed after Super Megatron, but I just get heavy animated vibes. Even in the jet mode, it reminds me of that helicopter that he chose to take when he got his new body on Earth. And my white balance is all over the place. Hang on a second here. It's hard to tell here because I know in the video it'll be... hopefully in the video it's better than what I'm seeing here. Anyways, ball jointed head, rotates all around, shoulders rotate a fair amount. Of course, the backpack gets in the way. All the way out and a little bit more up. Get a bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, nothing at the wrist, due to them being hollow. Get a waist swivel. Get all the way out here at the hips, forward and back, not so far, but I think far enough. Got a thigh swivel, 90 degrees, a little bit more at the knee. Yeah, and then ankle tilt and a little bit forward and back. So, not much else to go on there, so let's go ahead and get him into Ultra Megatron form. First thing we want to do, open this, rotate it around as if we're going back into tank mode and jet mode. Let's go ahead and take the arm cannon off. Now from here, we'll open up this section of the head, and then we'll rotate the face around right here, and then independently the forehead flips around, and there's that. So you get kind of that Last Night kind of look going on, at least Last Night pulled from this. Hold up those shoulders, bring down the wings, unfurl like that, round up, and from cannon, split this open, fold this, still zoomed in, open this, pull out the cannon, or the, this 3-barreled cannon, close that up, fold this down, form missiles, plug that back into his forearm. And then this will just plug in up top. And there we go. There we have Ultra Megatron all powered up. So we get to see some more details here in the chest, as well as these missile pods, 3-barreled cannon, and a new arm-mounted cannon that does not cooperate. There we go. Kind of get it like that. I really do dig this faceplate. And just bring him in for comparison again. There he is with Galvatron. So yeah, very nicely done. I don't have a lot to talk about on this. I'm not too well informed about Super Megatron. I just thought he looked really awesome and could not pass him up when I seen that he was back in stock. So yeah, I'm really excited to have this. It just looks cool, and to have this based on a design that was never made up until now, I'm just really excited. And of course you can have this down kind of like a cape. Looks really cool. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Just try to keep this one as short as I could. So yeah, be sure to check out all the stuff down in the description. I usually do whatever I feel like doing, just whenever I can. So I'm gonna mix up some Earthrise Earthrise Kingdom Studio Series stuff whenever I get the chance to get the 86 stuff. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys all in the next video. Be sure to check out all the links down below: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and as well as all the other channels I usually give a shout out to. I am very tired, so I will catch you guys all in the next video. So have a good one.